Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. And to those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly as well as spiritual path. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? Before we tap into, there it is again. Before we tap into the message itself, there's a channeling that's coming through. I'm channeling a message on its own here, and it has to do with, your identity. I see that the person you are, you're somebody not to be played with here. Yeah. You're definitely somebody that's not meant to be played with here. Let's tap in. Let's see what this energy is about. It's like everybody that tries you or has once tried you, they always end up in a heartbroken energy, or they always end up regretting that they did that to you, or they said that to you or about you. Okay, let's tap in and talk to God. We have the Temperance here. Okay. So I do see here that you've overcome a lot with this Temperance energy. You've overcome a lot of things that were meant to keep you in an entrapment energy, things that were meant to keep you bound, stuck. Okay. You've overcome a lot in life, a lot of obstacles, situations and circumstances and things of that nature. We have the Eight of Swords here, clarifying the Temperance. We have Sagittarius energy. We have Gemini energy here. It's like you have bounced back countless times. There is no defeating you. There is no losing when it comes to you. You will always win in the end here. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. We have double Sagittarius energy. Yeah, your future is very bright, as well as the Judgment, Scorpio energy. Very bright, very bright. It's so bright, it's blinding to the enemy. Okay? Because I do see that with the power that you have, because you being somebody that is not to be played with or messed around with or anything like that, it speaks volumes about the divine protection that is hovering over your life. You are divinely protected with this Temperance from whatever weapons might have been formed, or whatever people are hiding who they really are, but they enemies, they snakes, they not who they want you to think that they are. Your future is protected, your finances are protected, your well-being is protected, your social life is protected, your career is protected. Whatever the worry is of whatever aspect of your life, you don't need, I see that you're somebody that you're not meant to be worried about anything because of the divine protection that hovers over your life. Like in the end, you will get to your final destination. In the end, you will prevail. You will win. You will attain what you want. You will achieve what you want. The goal will be conquered in the end. And there's nothing anybody can do about it with this Judgment energy. It is what it is. It's set in stone. Okay. God has already declared you to be the winner, the victor. Okay? God sends you in situations, in people's lives and circumstances, to prove a point all the time that you are who you are and God is who He is, because people don't be believing in God, and people don't understand that people with divine protection are really people that shouldn't be played with. People with divine protection, you don't ever try and play with someone like that. That's always a lose-lose. Hence, people always end up heartbroken, always end up in regret in any and every circumstance where they've tried you or they came towards you with negativity in any way. This divine protection here is lifetime energy. Okay? It's not ending anytime soon or anything like that. It's lifetime. It's a forever thing. Okay? God will always keep you protected. We have the Ace of Cups. This is so beautiful here. It's like there's literally nothing no one can do to stop you or stop this from coming in your life. This being blessings, opportunities, doors opening. This being you winning, you rising, you healing, prospering, glowing. No one can stop this. It is what it is. A lot of people I see in your reality, those that you were once connected to or those that you don't even know, take it how it resonates as well. You have experienced and encountered people who have been so envious about the light you carry, the power you hold, that they didn't want you to get to the point or the destination of your journey where it all, in the end, it ends up in your favor. But just because somebody doesn't want you to get to a certain point in life, or somebody doesn't want you to achieve something, or somebody just is sending bad vibes or negativity to anything that has to do with you, it doesn't mean it matters or it should matter. No. God is going to show people that we're against you, people that are enemies, people that are snakes wearing false masks. God is going to prove a point using your identity to show these people that they aren't who they are in your life. Okay? God is going to prove a point. God is proving a point. God is going to solidify, vindicate, and fortify your identity time and time again. Vindication is any slander, gossip, lies, any smear campaign, tarnishing of reputation, any bad energy sent towards your name will be vindicated in a form of what? Truth. In the end, people are going to see you for who you are, or you are going to come out as innocent, because that's how you've always been, no matter what they've tried to say or do. Fortification is divine guidance, okay? Where in situations where you were meant to end up in a predicament that is compromising, in a predicament that was meant to take you out, in a predicament that was meant to set you back, you will find yourself making decisions and choices that pull you away from that energy and pull you towards better outcomes, better choices and decisions, right? This is some big stuff here. This is not nothing small, okay? It's not anything small at all. As I'm speaking, right, there are instances that I'm stuttering. I see the High Priestess to the Moon and the Hermit. clarifying the energy that I'm channeling from the stuttering. I'm seeing that your divine protection is bigger than any weapon that has ever been formed in your life. And not to say that the weapons formed by the enemy weren't great. Like great meaning they went to the extent of like really wanting to mess you up real good. Like wanting to put you in a position where there's no recovering, there's no healing, there's no backup, there's no getting back up, there's no resort outside of just your demise. People really took it to the top when it comes to you. They really wanted you in a specific predicament, or they really wanted an outcome of your life to turn out a specific way. And they pulled out all the stops. So that goes back to what I'm saying, where your divine protection will always overcome everything and anything that anyone tries to do to you, say to you, or about you, and anything that people do in terms of forming weapons against you. The enemy in the end will literally be your footstool. You will always be able to transmute the energy. You will always be able to manifest good things in life, call in good things in life. Your prayers will always be heard. And there's absolutely nothing no one can do about it. Back to you being unstoppable. Almost, it's like outer-worldly type of energy here. And there are people that will never understand that because they don't live the same reality, or they don't have the same spiritual covering. They don't have the same destiny or fate. It's not like that for them. When you talk about things like this, they be like, yeah, right. But it doesn't mean because that's their approach with it or mindset, or that's how they feel about it, that it matters or it should. Okay. I'm being called to end this message here. Okay. I'm being called to further discuss something before the message is put to an end here. It's like I see that like people are going to be disciplined here. It's like how God is going to prove a point using you is going to be in a way that the very same individuals that wanted you to end up in a certain way or wanted a certain outcome with regards to your life, they're going to be placed in situations to see you succeed, to see you win. They're going to be placed in situations to see you prevail, achieve, have prosperous goals, energy, aura. You are going to be used by God in that way. Non-believers will turn to believers. There's no way that they're not going to turn to believers with what God is doing in your life, the work of God. I'm being called to tap in a little bit further to the message. Okay. It's going to be so sad for these people. Like, if they mad now, or if they hate you now, or if they want your demise now, when God places you where you are meant to be, these people are going to be more than heartbroken, more than in regret. Whoever was your opposition, whoever was an enemy, a snake in hiding. We have the Empress here. It's like you're going to win in the end here. There's going to be a victory in your name, vindication and fortification here, and divine protection. Your divine guidance is something serious. Your divine protection is something serious. Your vindication is something serious. It's like there's no topping that. If you look at your life and actually think about what you have experienced, There are a lot of instances you can name where you were meant to not make it out, or not, your truth not being seen, heard, or understood. But the way in which your life is unraveling now on its own, because that's what God wants, and it's the time for it. God is saying now it's the time for people to see you for who you are. Now it's the time. It's your time. There's nothing that anyone can do. They've literally tried it all with you. Like, you are somebody that has been through a lot. You've overcome a lot. We have the strength. This is something so serious. It's like God takes it personally when people stand against you, because you are a genuine, sincere person at heart. You don't have any ill intentions towards anybody. Your thoughts are pure towards people. Your intentions are pure towards people. You don't go around wishing bad on other people. You don't go around spreading negativity. You transmute the negativity to positivity. You transmute the energy that is negative, and you manifest with it, or you utilize it for a higher purpose or your highest good. And that's what makes you a master of your life, somebody that is purely in control of self and self's life. That's why God can move like this in your life. That's why God can have his hand like this over your life. God is not protecting you like this for no reason. Your purpose is great. No matter who you are, what your ethnicity is, what you do, what clothes you got on, or what your money looking like, it has nothing to do with your purpose, your fate, and your destiny. God doesn't care about the things of the world. God cares about your spirit. God cares about your mind. God cares about your heart being right, being intact, being fruitful, being healed. We have the Page of Swords. Everybody gonna have the front row seat. Even those that love you, obviously, and especially those that have hatred towards you. Whether they have their own reasons or they just hateful people, it doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna see what God is gonna do for you. Everybody's gonna see the work of God in your reality. It's going to be very clear. It's going to be very vivid. It's going to be very apparent. There's not gonna be question marks or assumptions. It's gonna be utmost clarity here. And a lot of people with time are going to regret what they tried to do to you, the things they said, how they acted. A lot of people are going to sit in that energy, or going to have to live with it also. It's like they're going to realize that it was never worth it. Some of these people might end up needing you, needing your help. All of them might end up needing you, needing your help, but you can't help them. That portal has closed. They can't have access to you anymore. Never. You were there. God hid you in plain sight to test their character. Like, are you going to treat this person well if you don't know who they are yet? And they showed you that. They showed you their true colors, okay? And with time, it's going to sting even more. It's going to hurt even more that they did you the way they did, because there is no one that would have helped them the way you can, or no one that can help them the way you can. No one that can put them in a position that they want to be, that you. No one can do what you do. No one has the same energy that you carry. No one can manifest, call in, and pray the way you can to make things happen, even for others. So people know that they messed up big time when it comes to you. Now that they're seeing the truth, your truth of life, of self, it's hard. It's hard. Yes, they're going to have the front row seat, but it's not an easy sight. It's not like watching TV and watching your favorite show. It's going to be hard to watch when they know what they had, which is you. It's you. It's always been you. We have the Sun and we have the King of Pentacles here. People's egos are going to be shattered. People's illusions are going to break. There's just a lot that's going to be happening here. God is going to rise you up with this Sun to the King of Pentacles here. And when you get to that point, or if you're there already, always remember where you started. Remain humble. Do not feel or think that you're above anybody, because God will always remove you from a position or predicament that is making you bad than good. Even if God put you there, he can remove you. So you're being called to always remain humble no matter how far you get in life, and no matter how much other people are trailing back behind you. You know, I'm being called to end this message here. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. Okay. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. You'll find the link to my Patreon down in my description box below, and you can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.